share with you today. Give the story. Go ahead, Val. Step up.
Okay, thank you. First of all, congratulations, Mom and Dad. Pam, your first daughter, and Valerie, your second daughter, are so happy for you today. And we really love you. They're the most wonderful parents, I can't tell you. A while back in 2009, my father pointed out to us that he had written some love songs to my mother. And I didn't even know that they were there. And so he went and found them in a file cabinet. And he started showing them to guests and friends who came. And we started to realize that these were really good songs. And so we contacted some professionals who know how to do the arrangement of music. And of course we have the professional singer here, Anthony Bellota. Where are you, Anthony?
Here.
Want to stand up for a minute? Everybody can see you. There he is, Anthony. Yeah. And to explain, my dad came to the studio called Studio West with me, and we contacted even the newspapers, can you believe? And the newspapers came, and we recorded my father's 2 love songs to my mother. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So there are 2 love songs for my mother. And my father wrote those love songs while he was testing atom bombs 4 and 5. I know it sounds a little unusual, but my father is a physicist. And right after World War II, in other words, in 1946, my father is a World War II veteran, but then World War II was over. And right after World War II, he was still in the Navy. And as a naval officer and as a physicist, he was asked to go to the Bikini Atoll, which is a group of islands essentially, and they were testing atom bombs 4 and 5. And my father was one of many who did that work. And he was on a warship called the Wharton? The Wharton, okay. And the Wharton happened to be, of all things, a cruise ship in the past. And they had an old piano, as if it had been played on a cruise ship, in one of these rooms on this ship. And so while he was waiting for the work to go forward, he composed 2 love songs to my mother. And do you remember the movie A Time to Remember? Is that the name of it? An Affair to Remember, yeah, with Deborah Carr and Cary Grant. That was made in 1957, where he was going to propose to her at the top of the Empire State Building in New York. Well, my parents really did that, but it was 11 years earlier. My father proposed to my mother on the top of the Empire State Building in New York City. And guess what? She said maybe. So she said maybe, not yes. And later, my father wrote these 2 love songs, and I've thought about it since. And the way I see it is, the one that we're going to play tonight, or today, is called Just Say Forever. And he says, please don't say never, just say forever. And so that is one of 2 love songs that my father composed for my mother. And they were later married on Thanksgiving Day, 1946, which happened to be November 28th. So that was just on Monday of this week. And they were 70 years married on Monday, because it was in 1946 that they were married. So now it's 2016. So they are 96, and my father is 95 today. So this is also his birthday. So we're going to play his love song, Just Say Forever, which has also been recorded by Anthony Bellota on CD, which I have copies for anybody who wants to take a copy of the CD. You're welcome. It's right at the door, and also books that my mother has written. And that's the next point. My mom has written poetry books for years, and one of her poetry books is called Love. And the love poems are also at the door. You can take with you when you leave if you'd like, as our gift to you. One of those poems is called How Moving the Wonder, which she wrote about her love with Paul.